Hey everyone, Robert Silver here, and understanding the different shooting modes of your camera can make a big difference between you getting the shot or missing it, since they are essential to helping you control the exposure in photography. The good news is that all of the modes can be found in any DSLR or mirrorless camera available today. Whether you're a beginner or advanced amateur, you should know what each camera mode does, when it should be used, and under what circumstance. Today, when you buy most digital DSLR or mirrorless camera, it will come with a selection of automatic camera modes. These are pre-programmed settings that allow you to choose the optimum shutter speed and aperture value for the photo you want to take. They are useful for when you're just starting out, but also for the experienced photographer who needs to capture a shot fast. I'm going to go over the main shooting modes that any basic to advanced camera will have and explain what each mode does. This mode pretty much does exactly what it says on the dial. In auto mode, the camera will set everything for you, from your aperture and shutter speed right through to your white balance and ISO settings. Pop-up flash, if your camera has one, will automatically fire if the camera thinks it's needed. This is a good mode to use while you familiarize yourself with your camera, and it's pretty useful if you need to photograph something quickly when you don't have time to set up the camera manually. This allows the changing of ISO, white balance, flash, limited shutter speed movement, and exposure compensation settings of your camera. This is a semi-auto mode. The camera will still do most of the thinking for you, but you have some limited control over the settings. It's a great setting if you're trying to get into the habit of capturing pictures using manual mode. This is very easy to remember. In this mode, you have the control over the aperture, depth of field setting of your camera. The camera will take care of the rest of the proper exposure, meaning ISO and shutter speed. Aperture Priority is a great still photography mode. The best moments to use this mode is when your subject is not moving, like in portrait, street, travel, and landscape photography. During these scenarios, when setting your aperture, all you need to ask yourself is, how much in my frame do I want in focus? The camera will take care of the shutter speed automatically. Similar to Aperture Priority, but while in Shutter Priority mode, you get to have control over the speed of the shutter while your camera automatically takes care of the ISO and aperture settings. Shutter Priority is a great choice for any action or moving subjects, since during these moments, you wouldn't be concerned with how much is in focus, but rather you're asking yourself, do you want to freeze your subject or create some motion blur in your photo? Now you're the king of the castle. You control both the shutter speed and aperture to attain the exposure. This mode is most commonly used by professional photographers. You get to have total control over the functions of the camera. Using this mode means it's all up to you. If you get the shot, man, that's great. You're awesome. If you don't, well, then it's your fault. But don't be intimidated. This means you get to have total control over how your image is captured. Though the CPUs in our cameras are getting much more powerful every year, it still doesn't know exactly how you want your images to be captured, nor does it know what you're trying to capture. It can't tell the difference whether you're trying to expose an image of a rock or a face. As a beginning photographer, start off getting familiar with the functions of the camera, the ISO, shutter speed, and aperture by using the other shooting modes. In order to be truly a master of your photographic domain, your goal should be being able to take images in manual mode. There are pros and cons to each of these controls. Try them out one at a time and experiment. The best mode truly depends on the style of photography and the moment you're trying to capture. If you're looking to improve your portraits, you can always attend any of my upcoming photography and photo editing workshops. Head to my website at robertsilverphotography.com, click on workshops for dates and details. If you liked this video and you would like to see more, please don't forget to hit that like, share, and of course subscribe to my channel. I'm Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting, stay creative.